The link between quantum and thermodynamics look at this flame. It's one of the most ancient, primal things we know. It provides warmth, light, it cooks our food. It's also a perfect example of the classical world, the world we think we understand. It's governed by the laws of thermodynamics, the science of heat, work, and energy. It flows in one direction, from hot to cold, from order to chaos. It's predictable. But what if I told you that dancing inside that very flame is a ghost, a silent, invisible, and utterly bizarre ghost that defies all common sense? A ghost from a realm where time has no arrow, where cause and effect can reverse, and where a single thing can be in two places at once. This ghost is the quantum world. And for a century, we thought it lived in a separate house from our warm, familiar flame. The quantum was the science of the impossibly small, atoms, photons, and quarks. Thermodynamics was the science of the big, the warm, the real. But today, we are discovering they are not just neighbors. They are the same thing. We are finding that the solid, predictable flow of reality, the fact that you can't unburn a log, might actually be built from the chaotic, magical dance of these quantum ghosts. This isn't just a new chapter in physics. It's a revelation that touches the very nature of reality, consciousness, and our future. So, let's pull up a chair to the fire and listen to the story it's trying to tell us. A story of the link between quantum and thermodynamics. Imagine the universe is split into two kingdoms. The first is the kingdom of the large. This is our kingdom. It's the world of rolling hills, steaming cups of coffee, of galaxies swirling in the void. This kingdom is ruled by a stern, unwavering emperor, Thermodynamics. His most fundamental law is simple and brutal. Things fall apart. The emperor decrees that everything moves from order to disorder. We call this entropy. A sandcastle is washed away by the waves. A hot cup of coffee becomes a cold cup of coffee. A star burns out. This is the arrow of time, and it points in one direction only, forward, towards decay and chaos. It's a world of certainty, of cause and effect. It feels real. Now, far, far away, hidden in the basement of reality, is the second kingdom, the quantum realm. And this is a land of pure magic. If the large world is ruled by an emperor, the quantum world is a chaotic carnival run by a trickster god. Here, the very idea of a thing dissolves. A particle isn't a tiny ball. It's a shimmering cloud of probability, a set of potentialities. It can be in many places at once, a state we call superposition. It can be spookily connected to another particle across the universe, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance, or entanglement. Here, time has no arrow. The carnival tricks of the quantum realm can run forwards or backwards. There is no falling apart. There's only a dance of infinite possibilities. It's a world of fundamental uncertainty, of potential. For the longest time, we thought these two kingdoms were separate. We used quantum mechanics to build lasers and transistors, and thermodynamics to build engines and refrigerators. Physicists were comfortable with this split personality of the universe. But the most profound questions were always whispering in the background. Why does our large, warm, decaying world feel so certain, so real, when it's built entirely from these uncertain, ghostly quantum parts? How does the arrow of time emerge from a realm where time is meaningless? The answer, we are beginning to see, is that the emperor of the large world is actually an illusion created by the carnival below. Let's go back to our flame. To burn, the flame needs oxygen and fuel. At the chemical level, molecules are colliding, breaking apart, and reforming. But dive deeper. Go to the subatomic level, to the electrons dancing around the nuclei of those atoms. These electrons aren't just little balls bumping into each other. They exist in a haze of probability. Their interactions are governed by the quantum carnival. So, how does the simple, one-directional process of burning arise from this probabilistic madness? The key is a concept called decoherence. Imagine the quantum world as an infinite orchestra, where every single instrument is playing every possible note at the same time. It's a beautiful, chaotic, cosmic noise. This is superposition. Now imagine this orchestra is locked in a perfectly soundproof room. But the moment this quantum system interacts with its environment, the moment even a single photon of light or a random air molecule bumps into it, it's like opening the soundproof door. The outside world hears the music. And in that instant, a miracle happens. The infinite possibilities collapse. The orchestra, forced to communicate with the outside, has to pick a single, coherent tune to play. That collapse, that transition from infinite potential to a single, concrete reality, is decoherence. And it happens constantly, trillions upon trillions of times a second, in every piece of matter around you. It's the process by which the quantum carnival is forced to put on a classical, predictable show for the large world. And here's the magical part. Every time this collapse happens, every time a quantum possibility chooses a single reality, it leaves a tiny, tiny mark. It creates a little bit of disorder, a little bit of entropy. The arrow of time, the relentless flow of our universe from order to chaos, isn't a fundamental law. It is the emergent result of countless trillions of quantum possibilities collapsing into single realities every single moment. The flame burns and moves forward in time because the quantum ghosts within it are constantly being measured by the universe itself, and in doing so, they are generating the flow of time. Our solid, classical reality is a kind of consensus. It's the story that all these collapsing quantum events agree to tell each other. This leads us to the most mind-bending, futuristic implications. If our classical world is an emergent phenomenon from quantum information processing, what does that say about the nature of reality itself? Two incredible ideas are now at the forefront of physics. The first is the holographic principle. This suggests that all the information that describes our three-dimensional universe, you, me, that flame, the galaxies, might actually be stored on a two-dimensional surface that surrounds us, like the hologram on your credit card. Our reality, with its depth and substance, is a projection from this vast cosmic film. And what is this film? A tapestry of entangled quantum bits. The thermodynamics of our world, the heat, the energy, the flow of time, might be a shadow, a projection, of the quantum information processing happening on this boundary. We are living inside a cosmic hologram. The solidity you feel is an illusion of breathtaking complexity. The second idea is that the universe is a quantum computer, not a computer made of silicon, but a computer whose fundamental substrate is spacetime itself. In this view, every particle interaction, every collapse of a wave function is a simple computation. The universe is constantly computing itself into existence. And what is the fuel for this computation? What is the heat it generates? It's entropy. The flow of time is the processor running the cosmic code. The reason we remember the past and not the future is that the past is the part of the computation that has already been run and stored in the universe's memory, which is the very fabric of spacetime. This isn't just philosophy. Scientists are already building tiny, primitive quantum computers here on Earth. And when they do, they have to carefully manage the heat and entropy generated when quantum bits decohere. We are literally learning to tame the ghost to build the machines of the future. We are learning the language of reality's source code. So, what does this mean for us? For you, sitting there, watching this? It means that the separation we feel between ourselves and the universe is an illusion. You are not a passive observer in a cold, mechanical clockwork. You are an active participant in a cosmic, quantum-informed process. Your consciousness, the very act of observation, is a powerful force that interacts with this quantum underlay. When you look at something, you are not just receiving light. You are, in a very subtle way, participating in the collapse of possibilities. You are helping to solidify reality. The ancient mystics and sages who spoke of the interconnectedness of all things, who said that the observer and the observed are one, were perhaps intuiting a deep scientific truth. The flame is not separate from you. The quantum ghosts dancing within it are entangled with the quantum processes that form your very thoughts. The heat you feel from it is the palpable evidence of a universe computing itself, of possibilities becoming real, of the great story of time being written. We are not just in the universe. The universe is in us. We are localized pockets of the cosmos that have become complex enough to feel the flow of time, to perceive the beauty of the flame, and to begin to ask, why? The link between quantum mechanics and thermodynamics is more than a scientific curiosity. It is the master key we are using to unlock the deepest secrets of existence. It tells us that magic and logic are not enemies, but partners in a cosmic dance. It suggests that the future of our species lies not in conquering nature, but in learning to speak its native tongue, the language of quantum information. We are on the verge of a revolution that will redefine what it means to be real. And it all starts by looking into a simple flame and seeing the ghost within. If this journey into the heart of reality sparked your curiosity, if you felt that sense of wonder, then do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss our next dive into the unknown. And I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What part of this connection blew your mind the most? The holographic universe? The cosmic computer? Let's get a conversation started. And if you want to go much, much deeper down this rabbit hole, to explore how this all connects to consciousness, multiple realities, and the true nature of the cosmos, I've written a book that explores these ideas in great detail. It's called Holographic Multiverse. I've put a link to it in the description below. It's a wild ride, and I think you'll love it. Thank you for watching. Stay curious. And remember, reality is far stranger and far more magical than it appears.